my name is Dan. My mom's Kathy Sancher over there. Nancy Jens, that's my grandma. Anyway, yeah, great time. Y'all having a good time so far? Well, to be honest, I don't really remember much people talking about, first time they met Uncle Reed. I think my earliest memory of him would probably be one that I can't remember. See, I was obviously quite young at the time, so.
My goodness.
And this got me to thinking about all these things that happen in our lives, all these important things, whether it's just a pause in a conversation or something like that. Just remind us how we forget a lot of the important things that happen to make us who we are and about the people we care about most. So instead of telling a story, because obviously from my explanation I don't really have much of a story, I thought I'd share a little poem with you. I know I say poem and most people already start running the other way. Start running away? No? Okay, we're good. So this is a poem called Remember How We Forgot by Canadian spoken word artist Shane Koizan. Remember how we forgot. Remember how no one ever really died in the wars we fought. Because each gunshot came from our fingertips. And we never really kept them loaded just in case. Because each enemy was a friend. And none of it was about oil or religion or land. It was all just pretend. Remember how we used to bend reality. Like we were circus strongmen, like our imaginations were in shape then. Like we were all ninjas trained in the deadly art of did not. Like, I totally got you. Did not. Remember how we forgot? Remember how our parents told us never to look directly into the sun? And how we were their sons, so we never looked directly into the mirror and feared that we would go blind? Remember how we used to find any old reason just to call someone we were crushing on? Like we would just pawn off our sense of embarrassment, then buy a chunk of courage that would last just long as having asking them about math and stuff. You know how stuff was just stuff? Like I heard you're getting braces, and that braces somehow we're still are kind of hot. Remember how we forgot? Remember how we all caught mono? And our folks would go, ooh, the kissing disease. And our first steps into gangsterhood had to say, mother please. Even though we'd never really kissed anyone. Even though we'd never done half the things we'd said we'd done. We all spun yarn like Rumpelstiltskin spun gold. We told ghost stories, never realizing we would one day ourselves become ghosts, haunting the hallways of schools. Poltergeists, breaking all the rules of silence in the library. But we had no chains to rattle. No voice to battle the fact that we had no vocal cords. We had only fingernails on chalkboards. We'd scream, trying to tell ourselves what experience can teach is what no teacher taught. Remember how we forgot. Once upon a time, we were young. Our dreams hung like apples waiting to be picked and peeled, and hope was something needed to be reeled in, so we'd feel the always empty big fish bin of the one that got away and probably say that this time, impossible is not an option. Because success is so akin to effort and opportunity that could be related. So we took chances. We figure skated on thin ice, believed each slice of life was served with something sweet on the side, and failure was never nearly as important as the fact that we had tried. That in the war against frailty and limitation, we supplied the determination it takes to make ideas and goals the parents of possibility. And we believe ourselves to be members of this family. Not just one branch on one tree, but a forest whose roots make up a dynasty. So when I call you sis or bro, it's not lightly. And when I ask you to remember, it's because the future isn't what it used to be. So remember now. Pay tribute to every sacrifice laid upon the altar of somehow, for all the times somehow we overcame. Somehow we pushed on. Somehow we've gone the distance, and in going there, we possess the freedom to met the uncharted lands of any and everywhere. We are unbound. 6 feet above the underground, we will all one day rest. So until then, test the limits. Test the boundaries and borders. As if the headquarters of potential lay just beyond the world's edge. Let the belief that hope belongs to us all be the pledge you take to make the unachievable as inconceivable as the false fact that we were never here. We were here, and our memories are as dear to us as every slow motion moment or held breath. So remember every instant before death. Every first kiss, first dance, mere miss, last chance, just know maybe so. Just go the distance once more. Let us remember all the times that were and were not. Like the point is something we can get, because what we can get is what we got, and all we have are the times between the moments we connect each dot. So live and remember, burn like an ember capable of starting fires, like the memories of context we put ourselves in, so that life becomes the next of kin we need to notify in case of a big bang or extinction level event. Let now be our advent. Let us live like we meant it. Let us burn like we mean it, because this world doesn't give a shit if you went in a train wreck or a car crash, if our story ends with a dot or a dash, if we were dust or ash, because all we were is all we'll be, and all we are is in between us. So far so good. So forget every would, could, or should not. Forget remembering how we forgot. Live like a plot twist exists now in a memory, because we burn bright. Our light leaves stars on the sun. Let no one say we'll be undone by time's passing. The memories we are amassing will stand as testament that somehow we went minds around the concept that we see others within ourselves. It has no bearing on how we appear. Look directly into every mirror. Realize our reflection is the first sentence to a story. And our story starts, we were here.
Yeah.
Little